because of the searing temperatures, the city has activated its heat emergency plan, opening cooling centers throughout Houston to make sure everyone has a comfortable place to go. Janelle Bluda live at one of those centers and explains why some people are more at risk of getting overheated. Janelle?
Well, Lynn, this library here behind me is one of the many cooling centers opening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Doctors say you should try to avoid the heat altogether this weekend, especially if you're on certain medications. Today's heat may be just a taste of what's to come.
We've seen an increase in the number of heat-related emergencies this year over last year already.
Many Texas counties, including Fort Bend, on high alert, warning residents of this weekend's heat wave.
If you have heat exhaustion, right, to the point to where you're sick, right, you've overdone it in the sun, it doesn't clear up in an hour. It takes 24 to 48 hours.
For those without AC, the city of Houston is opening their cooling centers throughout the weekend. But if you are out in the heat, doctors say take extra care, especially if you're on medication.
You should be extra cautious and you should consult your primary physician.
Dr. Cash works with heart patients at UT Health and Memorial Hermann. He says some blood pressure medicine can make the heat even more harmful. For example, taking a diuretic, you may lose too much water too fast.
They push water out of your system through the kidneys. So you are in general in a dehydrated state to begin with.
And he says other medications may keep your body from sweating, your natural way of cooling down.
So the heat and the temperature will accumulate in your system,
which he says can lead to heat stroke. On top of that, if you have heart problems like an arrhythmia, keep your guard up as the heat can cause your heart to work even harder than it needs to.
Just for the fact that your heart has to pump faster and stronger, it puts it in a stressful condition.
Well, some of the warning signs of heat exhaustion include heavy sweating, dizziness, and nausea. If you experience any of those, get inside immediately. And we have all the information on those cooling centers on our website, khou.com.